It's the beer video, and my neighborhood right now is so goddamn loud, and my dog's not helping matters. There's just so much talking going on outside, Helen. Like a holiday or something.
On Buck Wild for Easter?
Yeah, I don't know. My neighbor's getting like work done on his house, so apparently he's hired a non-Christian to do that work.
Wow. Um, yeah, I honestly keep forgetting it's Easter. I keep thinking I need to pick up eggs and dish soap and stuff. And
And you
then
can't.
we're- um, yeah, the only time I remember is I was going downstairs to do the laundry and our neighbors slash landlords are I think they're smoking a ham. It smells delicious down there.
Hmm, that's not bad.
Yeah, in terms of like ways one could celebrate Easter, you could do worse than that, I think.
I bought pot this morning. The godless heathens at the dispensary are working today, so was happy about that. And you know what? Of all places, Walmart was open.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel like on a lot of major holidays, big chain stores are open because someone has always forgotten something.
Target
Uh,
was. Target was closed. Goddamn Minnesotans.
and they are based in Minnesota, aren't they? I
Yeah.
forget sometimes.
Yeah. Oh well. What are you gonna do? I got my I had to go to fucking Walmart to buy the things I needed because you know, it's a holiday. Uh yeah, I don't know. It's also another daylight beer video. We may have to do another one of these next week too, because next week is WrestleMania and it's gonna be insane because there's like 100 million shows going on, including WrestleMania.
And that will be the last one before I go on vacation.
Oh, that's right.
So I could do one the first weekend we're out of town. We're just going to be in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
So if you're okay with negotiating the time difference, I can probably do one from my hotel room.
yeah.
We're going to be right by um, the McKellar bar or one of
Oh,
them. So that should be
yeah.
fun. Obviously, like I think Roadburn weekend, I'm going to be fully out of commission.
I would imagine. Yeah, yeah. We'll come up with something. We'll maybe we'll have
Yeah,
a yeah, so we'll try to hire out a we'll get
bring
a
Jaden
gun.
for lighting.
What's that?
Bring Jaden and their wonderful lighting back. God, that made me feel like such a fucking slacker. Like just watching you two, it's like, oh, Jaden looks absolutely radiant, and I just kind of used the last known photo of lighting in my spare room. But thankfully, the daylight on this porch is a bit of an improvement. So I'm going to advocate for daylight beer videos solely based on that.
Yeah, I believe Lexi did all the lighting in their apartment, so she's also gonna help with my lighting once we figure out what we're gonna do with this thing.
Oh,
Uh,
and Lexi, very very good.
I'll send her your way too. I'm sure she'll be happy to help. Um, Beer. So we're here for beer.
Yeah,
I believe you went first last week because I don't have the sticky note up. That is
I,
the
so let's go with that.
Okay, that's cool. I went and bought this yesterday. I was really excited when I saw this can, and it's from a local brewery that I've done before called Grist House. They're they have a location in the Millville area of Pittsburgh. It's a really nice place. So if you ever get to Pittsburgh, Helen, we're gonna go to Grist House because it's awesome. Anyway, this one is called Pineapple Upside Down. It is a dessert sour. It is, wait a minute, I'm going to tell you what's in it. Sour ale brewed with pineapple, go figure, red tart cherry, milk, sugar, and vanilla. Um, the ABV is 7%, and I'm
Yeah.
going to drink out of a Mandalorian glass that looks all weathered because it is. Ooh, all right. So, whoa, this thing's bubbling over. Let's pour this bastard. Oh, it's like a little bit of a reddish yellow. Sort of looks like whenever my neighbor knocked me off my bike whenever I was a kid, and I had internal bleeding for a while, and I was pissing like it looked like that color. Yeah, it was great. Um,
a row we've done like unnerving pee comparisons. So
Yeah, it's the P video.
I guess we've got a certain segment of the audience locked down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they should expect this from us.
Yes.
Ooh, nice pineapple. I love pineapple. I think I've said this before. That was part of the reason why I got it. I was like, I just fucking love pineapple. So,
Oh, I didn't choose it for the video, but I did get one yesterday, and it was my shower beer today when I was showering after my workout. Um, Then, who I featured before, I think for the outs primarily, they had smoked pineapple wheat ale.
ooh,
Oh, that's so good.
oh, well, let's see how this one is. It's everything I expected. I can literally taste every flavor that they list on there. Obviously, the pineapple is front and center. You would expect that. I can taste the cherry though too. The cherry is more of a little bit of a look. It's like eating a piece of pineapple upside down cake. Mostly you're gonna taste like the pineapple, because it's a fucking pineapple upside down cake, and the cake batter, and then you got a little piece of cherry. So the cherry is gonna be the least of your flavors you're going to get, but it's definitely there. Um, it's the thickness is real. I really like the thickness of this beer. It tastes good in my mouth. It tastes nice and creamy in my mouth, which is the story of my like, things I like to have in my mouth. Um, this is
God, I got a little distracted by seeing some like pretty bad driving outside my window here, but
oh
yanked me back in.
oh I when I went out to the dispensary and I had to go to Walmart to get a couple things, as I mentioned. Uh, two cars almost drove into me.
Buddy, God, you have the worst luck, I swear to Christ.
Yeah, yeah. It was just like, are you out driving because no one else is? Because this is just ridiculous. Yeah, that's why I'm going home. Like I'm not staying out in this shit. Um, yeah, this is great. I do appreciate that the beer video has given me a an appreciation for the sour. That was a thing that I really never delved into before. My friend Beth will be happy to know that I am now a convert to sour beers. Uh, this might be the best one I've had. I was excited about this because like pineapple upside down cake is one of my favorite types of cakes. As I mentioned, I love pineapple. At our old office, we our cafeteria, there would be like a huge fruit salad that you could whatever the it's like buffet style. I would just load up on the pineapple. I will never eat from a public fruit trough ever again. Now that I think about it, what with COVID and all this shit. But yeah, I'm gonna have to find another way to get my pineapple fixed because I don't think they're gonna let me drink this at work.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think pineapple is a great fruit. And I also have a fruit sour, so that's exciting.
Oh my God. Yeah, and this is
Yeah,
just yeah. The other thing too is just with the sour part of this. It's not like so overly sour you're gonna like pucker when you drink it. It's like if you ever had pineapple juice. It's tart, but it's not so over. It's not like you're drinking lemon juice. So it's a nice bit of tartness. It's not too much, and it tastes fantastic. This is just a great tasting beer, and my day has instantly improved because of this.
cool.
Yeah. Whoa.
Well,
Fuck. Sorry. A bird just flew into my window. I don't know if that thud is going to end. He's fine, or the bird is fine. It hit my window and then flew off, but
like not got knocked out a little. Okay.
yeah.
Like did you just witness a bird dying? Okay.
It's a huge house. How did he hit? How do you not miss the house? Fucking birds. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, do you want to do a shirt check,
Oh,
perhaps?
yeah. You go ahead. I saw this earlier on your Instagram and I was very excited. I was hoping this was going to be the one you were wearing for the beer video.
I think technically a bootleg Manila Road shirt that I got from Extreme Noise, which is kind of the long-running volunteer-run punk record store. Um, it originally had like three-quarter length sleeves, but I hate that length of sleeves, so I cut them off.
I
So
hate
you
that
can,
length of sleeve too. I hate it. They fit me so poorly.
yeah, it's got a dude, I think, fighting a dragon of some kind, pretty sick, very side of the van type art,
Yeah,
which I'm a huge fan of personally.
yeah, perfect. That's what all middle road artwork should be. I'm wearing a whoa. I'm wearing a mannequin pussy shirt. There you go. So it's Adam and Eve, eating from the tree. Perfect for this holiday. Mannequin Pussy is not a metal band for anybody out there listening. They have roots in hardcore, but most of their stuff is well, their new record has a couple songs on it that delve into hardcore a little bit, but they're more of a rock band. I love them. Their new record's fucking great. It's called I've Got Heaven. I think I have it here somewhere. Hold on, hold on. Everybody wait. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I Got Heaven. Mannequin Pussy. So it's great. I think it's one of the best non-metal records I've heard this year. My two favorite non-metal records I've heard this year are that and the new Idols album. So I need to get an Idol shirt. But
Yeah. I only have a vague awareness of that band, but I trust your recommendation, so I will check that out. So,
you also appreciate them because Pitchfork kind of doesn't like them because their singer sort of just makes shit up in the studio. Like I don't think he actually writes lyrics. He just improvises. I don't know if he does all of it that way, but he's good at it. So a lot of his lyrics sound nonsensical. They have a song on the new record called Hall and Oates, and the song is literally celebrating men loving each other.
bless them. Love it.
The chorus of the song is I love my man. It's great.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Love that band.
Okay. So, I got this one a little while ago because I think it's for International Women's Day, which is come and gone, but I still have this beer. It is from Arbeiter Brewing,
Oh, we've done
uh,
them before.
locals, and it's called Arbeiterin. And my extremely limited knowledge of the German language, the suffix "in" is used to indicate the feminine version of whatever um, kind of person you're describing, like a
Oh yeah.
teacher, like Laura is Laurin, if you're talking about like a female teacher.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um, the closest I've ever come to being like one of those like too many genders boomers was when I was trying to like learn all the genders in German. It's like it's maddening. Um, and that's why I've been really slacking on my German learning. Just because it's like, wait, there's like four fucking genders in this language. Fuck. Like, I have a hard enough time with two.
Yeah, don't tell the Republicans.
Yeah. And like I would invent these little like things like to help me um memorize the genders of certain nouns. Like, I don't know, I think pizza is a masculine noun. So I was like, okay, pizza is a very dudes rock kind of food. So I can think about that. But like then like things would there would be like masculine and feminine and neutral pronoun or pronouns for like things that I couldn't like gender stereotype as easily. So that kind of backfired.
Yeah.
So the point is I'm too stupid to learn German. Anyway, so I think I've discussed how I'm a little over fruit sours generally, but I'm hoping um, this is going to be an exception here. It is a red prickly pear and passion fruit sour, 5.4% ABV. And I got my pupper's glass here. Oh, that is pink
Oh, that really is.
and nice and rosy.
It looks like cherry 7 Up.
Oh, Jesus, that is very pink. Even pink than the can. Okay. Yeah, that does look like a cherry soda. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Um, my worry, as is my worry with a lot of fruit sours, is like I find often they're too on the sweet side of things, but this is genuinely kind of tart.
Yeah.
It tastes like fresh fruit juice with no added sugar, and passion fruit's naturally kind of tart. So
Yeah.
Ah, this is perfect for sitting on my rocking chair out on my porch on this kind of nice mild spring day.
Yeah.
Uh, in my sick ass shirt, you know.
No.
Um,
I didn't
yeah,
I didn't walk around the block in my mannequin pussy shirt. I thought maybe a lot of older people over here. Ah, fuck them.
yeah. Feel like I should send this to my friend who gave me this class, like the contrast between this kind of blood red beer here. Um, yeah, I actually hadn't had a sour by Arbeiter before, but they do like kind of very traditional German styles a lot.
Yeah.
I appreciate they don't just try to just fucking cram a shit ton of hops into everything, which certain big craft producers here surely do constantly. Um, yeah, I kind of disliked Surly before it was cool, even before the news about the investing came out. 'Cause they made a hop Marzen, which is one of the most disgusting beers I've ever had.
Ugh.
You ever, that really bad weed you may have smoked in high school
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah.
that you could put in your mouth?
Yeah.
Like
No good. That's what they had. Oh, fuck, who was it that made oh, I can't think what it was called now. There was just a beer that came out recently that was made with hemp, and I don't remember what the fuck it was called. But it was sort of just like drinking pot. Like, yeah.
that, I don't know. I feel like that can be done well. That's kind of, from what I can tell, that's the premise behind Fair State's kind of big funky IPA, which is called hilariously Big Doinks. That is one of my favorite things to order because of the name. Um,
Oh, that beer was called Hemperor. Sorry, I just go ahead.
pretty cool.
Go ahead, talk about that beer. I'm gonna look this up and see if I'm right about this. Because God knows half our beer videos is me looking shit up on the internet.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I like Big Doings. It's got like kind of that very intense, like I'm not quite like I don't know. The only way I can describe it is stank. Like hops and weed smell kind of similar in some ways. So
Yeah.
yeah, uh, I mean, it's a very intense beer. I don't know that I'd have more than one of them at a time, but yeah, it's a good one.
Well, it was New Belgium that made Hemperor, and apparently, sadly, the Hemperor HPA is slowly being phased out. But this was updated in 2021, so it may be completely gone now. So that's sad. Although
New
not,
Bel-
I wasn't. I like New Belgium. They make some good stuff. That was not one of my favorite ones. I'm just, nah, I don't know, not my thing.
Um, oh, exciting news. Hammerheart's coming back. I
Yes.
forgot to mention this previously, but I feel like it's worth mentioning again. And I also found my Hammerheart hoodie that I assumed I'd lost.
Oh,
Um, so I
nothing's
washed.
coming up, Austin.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Yeah, they just posted a picture, I think, on Instagram or Facebook of like the first loads of grain they got to like brew new beers, and I'm like, but I want it now.
Just throw it in a glass and mix it up now.
Gonna furtively go, how long does it take to brew beer? Like what, a few months, right? Like, and then they gotta can it and shit. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I have to pull out my Hammerheart long sleeve. I have two of them. One of them, the sleeves are. It's probably going to become a sleeveless pretty soon, just because I've had it for so long and I've worn it so much that the sleeves are falling apart. Just wear and tear. Quality
yeah,
shirt, just wear and tear.
Hammerheart shirt, which I think like now is less of that and more, I guess I could describe it best as shirt-like object.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was if like where my old Motorhead shirt was before that. Like, I had it for 10 years and like for like kind of I want to say a 6 year period in my 20s, I was wearing it like 50% of the time, and eventually it just like rotted off me essentially.
Yeah, I have an amorphous shirt like that. That's the Tales from the Thousand Lakes fucking album cover art. It looks like the shirt was printed in 1983. It's just you know. But
Yeah,
it's
one of
still
my grower shirts, which I'm trying to take care of for obvious reasons. Um, it's kind of gotten to that nice, like very meltingly soft consistency, and I'm like, okay, I'm washing this once a year from now on because I
yeah,
want it dead.
yeah. Uh it's like it's nice when shirts get that way. That's where they develop their character,
Yes,
I guess. Uh,
nice and though, us boob havers have to watch for that because that tends to be when they start getting a little transparent.
yeah. Well, worse things have happened.
True.
Um, in other news, John Fetterman's had three people in his employ quit recently. I don't remember what positions they were, but it's like a lot of it's on his communications team. And the one guy is going to work for, I think, the mayor of Chicago. And his comment upon leaving was, "It's going to be a pleasure working for a true progressive." So shots
Oh,
fired.
uh,
Yeah,
like that whole thing with John Fetterman was like probably one of the most depressing things I've seen happen. Like,
yeah,
and look, I understand John Fetterman always had certain things that were not like the most progressive, like, for example, being like, I think just kind of making some vaguely pro-fracking statements or whatever. But like this whole debacle with his stance on Gaza, which is just like, I feel like that is a complete deal breaker. Like,
yeah. It is for a lot of people.
it's a huge fucking bummer, like, and it's not just because he was like fun to follow. Like, I mean, I feel like we both were pretty excited when he beat Connor Lamb because
Yeah,
like such it's like this fucking spineless mushy centrist, and
yeah.
like Fetterman was like campaigning with Bernie Sanders and like really selling himself as a progressive, and as much as he says he never did that, like
No, he did. Yeah,
we remember,
yeah,
right, that we like.
yeah. I don't generally, I don't wear shirts of political candidates. I don't fucking do that. But I had a John Fetterman shirt because I I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't think he was progressive, if he didn't present himself that way, if he didn't market himself that way, if he didn't, actively put himself in that community, I wouldn't have because I don't do that. And
I mean, there's certain politicians that I vote for. Like, I don't know, I think I voted for Tina Smith last time I had the opportunity to do so, not because I'm particularly jazzed on Tina Smith,
yeah,
who is kind of a like, like mushy centrist, whatever,
yeah,
like mushy Minnesota lib. But because like, the person running against Tina Smith was a complete monster. So it's
yeah,
just like, okay, well, I don't like Tina Smith all that much. I hate this guy quite a bit more. So
yeah,
uh, yeah, and but like it it's such a it's such an asshole move, I think, to just like take advantage of people's enthusiasm and like try to harness this whole like um I don't know, this yearning for like fucking a legit like left like politician who's like kind of funny and laid back, and like I don't know, you can talk all you want, I guess, about like how people like shouldn't fall for marketing, but it's like, you know, this wasn't just about like vibes. Like this was
right,
like big stuff he said about like his political positions, right?
yeah, yeah. It was the person that, like, I think the Democrats needed. Like, you needed a loudmouth who isn't full of shit or wasn't, or at least we didn't think he was, because we don't have enough of those people. We don't have enough of those people to like actually push back on the bullshit. It's a sad reality that a lot of times the loudest voice is the one that everybody hears, no matter what they're saying. And this side needed that, and it's just not the guy now. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just glad Minnesota has a solid rep in Ilhan Omar.
yeah,
Like, And like, I think I want everyone to fucking apologize to her for like, when they all melted down over her saying APAC has a lot of influence,
Yeah,
oh, it was anti-Semitic. Like, no, fuck you. The Israel lobby, like, I would say that conflating the Israel lobby, the very moneyed lobby for a regressive right-wing government that does genocide,
yeah,
like conflating them with just Jews full stop, that is way more anti-Semitic than any shit she said.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. And this isn't related, but I'm going to tell this story off air. Remind me, because something you just said made me think of this about, um, yeah, making a statement like that and lumping everybody in, where it's like you don't understand the difference between like you can detest the Israeli government, but not detest Jewish people. It's different. It's completely different. It's sort of like when Trump was, or even Biden now and off. It's like if you don't from another country or whatever, like you don't like U.S. policy. Um, I get that. That doesn't mean you hate Americans, you know? I hate Vladimir Putin. It doesn't mean like I hate all the Russian people. It doesn't mean that. There's somebody that is in charge of a country who is probably not doing the will of most of the people living there. And it doesn't mean because I'm steadfastly against the Israeli government. I'm not against Jewish people. Like I feel bad that they have this representation right now and that they're being lumped into a
Oh shit. I'm sorry, someone is going the wrong way down one street. Okay, I hope they don't get in an accident.
I live on a one-way street and it's like all day. I'm the crazy person on the block who's constantly screaming, "It's a one-way road."
Oh no. Okay. I can't see them anymore. I hope they figured it out.
Yeah, don't drive on Easter. I think that's the lesson here. Don't drive on Easter.
Right? Like it's like if people fucking like ragging on people like Ilhan Omar for saying like for being anti-Semitic when what they're doing is criticizing Israel, it's like
Yeah,
you should see some of these like higher ups in the Israeli government talk about, for example, Holocaust survivors. Boy, that's ugly.
yeah, yeah,
And like the whole thing, like, it's um okay, I don't want to admit like I sometimes listen to YouTube personalities when I work, but it's something that Natalie Wynn, whose YouTube channel is ContraPoints, what she calls the birthday boy argument, which like is based on that anecdote someone told about how like their ex would taunt bigger guys at bars, and then like when like they were winding up to hit him would go like, oh, I'm just a little birthday boy, I'm just a little guy, come on, no. And like that is how Israel, I think, it's talked about, like, like, oh look, they're just a little guy,
yeah,
it's a birthday boy, like they're fucking wiping out entire families.
yeah,
They are in hospitals and they're doing fucking TikTok dances about it.
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, yeah, yep, yeah. And that doesn't, and the actions of a government doesn't you don't label the people of that country after their government. Like they can't control that. What are they going to do? I know there's a lot of Israeli people that are not for this and are not excited about this and not happy about this. And
Understand like a big part of the issue, which is also a big issue here, and in any place, I think, with like kind of a coalition-based government or like, kind of, well, we don't have a coalition-based government. Whatever.
yeah,
Thing is like so the Israeli right like is very effective at voting as a bloc,
yeah,
like get together, they'll vote for their guy, but like the opposition is like just kind of fractured and can't really agree on much, so like they cannot mount an effective defense against these psychos just because like they can't really agree on what should be in their place.
yeah.
uh, I'm wiping my nose. I look like I've just been hoovering cocaine, but I assure you, not the case.
I paused the video when you did that.
Hmm.
Uh, well, I'll say one good thing. Well, let's end this on a positive note. It is National Trans Visibility Day today. And no, they didn't take over Easter. It's March 31st every fucking year. Stop it. I've already seen the dumb shits on the internet. Oh, you couldn't just let Easter alone. Come on. Come on. But anyway, to everybody out there who have trans people in their lives, even if you don't, um, it's a day to celebrate them. And if you are looking for a beer video that defends you to the end, it is this one. We'll fuck up anybody who gives you a hard time.
The trans people I know have a great day today. All my trans friends, like all my other friends, are just kind of shut-in nerds. So I hope you all have a wonderful day playing Baldur's Gate, playing music, just doing what you do. I hope you have a good time, and I hope you um, are able to have an existence free from unnecessary pain and stress.
Exactly.
Like, that's what, like, having the trans friends I do makes like this whole culture war shit seem even more absurd than it like is, which it is on
Yeah,
its face, extremely absurd, but it's like you want to convince me that like this chick I know that does nothing but like fucking nerd out about guitar, like she's destroying Western civilization. It's like, no,
yeah,
this bullshit to do on the guitar. You can fucking calm down, please.
yeah, 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 exactly. Exactly. And also go enjoy a beer. You deserve it. Until next week. I don't know. I'm so bad at ending these. I should
Uh,
just stop.
until next week, I don't know, send your trans friends some money for a little treat. That'd be nice.
There you go. That's it. That's the end. Maybe. Stop recording.